this is a warning shot to the rest of the wildcard teams as well, that they could potentially face that. When it comes to up-and-coming regions, the Mongolian team is going to be looking at not just solidifying themselves as that, but solidifying themselves as a region to watch out for. That has been the story of Mongolian esports for the past year, actually, in other esports disciplines as well. Is it the year for them in MLBB?
Hopefully. We want to see the other games, and MLBB surely needs to be put on the map there for the Mongolian teams, because I've seen the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Not even the crowd, they're citizens. I'm talking about citizens, like country people in Mongolia share that passion for esports. And for MLBB, hopefully.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, I would love to see the same storyline here.
Right?
The crazy finals into a win at MSC maybe next year?
I
don't know.
That could be like a little story that we watch out for the Mongolian squad, whomever the representatives will be down the line. But now it's Zone's time to put themselves on the map. In just a bit, we're going to be seeing the MVP. I think it's unanimous it's going to be Kenny. But there could be a case made for, if it's not going to be Kenny, I'm sure we'll find a way to be able to make a case for whoever it will be.
Could be Bright. Honestly, could be Bright. Bright has done a lot of good things as well.
Again, there seems to be a major improvement between Bright and Kenny's coordination now. Like when I was watching their previous games, they didn't really stand out to me as those two could be deadly. But Bright did a really great job of taking care of Kenny, not just in game number 2, but this entire series.
Yeah, that mid duo is very strong. Let's see the MVP by Real Me. It's gonna be Kenny.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, double MVP. Last game we went Lightning Truncheon on the Eve. Wanted a bit more burst. This game, Sky Piercer is enough. I mean, if you get that L80 stack, it's enough.
Sky Piercer.
Was that Bloodwing
Hello.
first? Or did he go straight into the Sky Piercer?
I think it was Glowing Wand.
Glowing Wand and then Sky Piercer.
Wow.
Yeah. That was very good. But we could talk about this. Like, I think it was pretty good from Zeta, or rather from Junichi, to hold himself together and then get the 2 kills. I thought, okay, this might be where they turn the early game kind of, deficiency in like the first place, because they were able to get the 2 kills to Junichi. That turtle was wide open. Sixora was down. Or rather, was still farming. They were able to get the turtle, but they let it out. So there was no window for them to get that.
If there's one thing I'm gonna tell Zeta to really put a little bit more focus on is I will have to double down on the EXP and roamers, talking a little bit more and making sure their timings of their crowd control are right. I thought I was crazy by thinking about that, but then looking back at the highlights again, it's like, oh no, it actually happened a lot. Where June 1 and Gani would just dive, commit all their crowd controls, and then their backline is not safe at all. That was a lot of difficulty on the Klaatu as well, who, as we see, the Sparsa was very important to their lineup, just could not make it work.
Hey, that's you! We got a reaction? Oh my god.
Caster reaction cam?
That's new. I like that. I like that.
Nice. We get caster reactions now. Now we have to be careful.
Now you know that I'm not faking on stream. That's just genuinely how I react.
That's how Berko is. He is hype. But yeah, I do agree with what Renmar said. Zeta Division, it's a problem where they can't really properly chain their CC.
Yes.
There isn't a chain of CC happening, because that's where you really get the advantage. You lock down a member and then you layer it again with another CC. But for them, it's just throwing everything together at the same member at the same time too. And the moment where they want to go for the second member, they have nothing else. No resources left in their tank.
It's a little bit more like a crowd control hotpot.
Yeah.
Wherein, over time, we realize it's a little bit better if you actually take your time.
With Mala.
Yeah. Just like actual hotpot. You don't want to throw everything right away.
Yeah. You don't want to go too spicy. You want to have a good mix, right? Preferably with a 9-0 chef.
Yeah.
I don't know what... I guess Michelin stars?
Yeah.
Or Chef Kenny cooking katsu.
Does he deserve a Michelin star? Oh.
That was good.
Ooh, that's a headline right there. Chef Kenny cooking katsu.
Yum yum.
Hopefully someone from back end was
Yeah.
Wait, Kami is the food too, right?
Isn't it?
But he's Kenny. Oh no.
No, Kani.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chef Kenny cooked Kani and katsu.
Head Chef Kenny and sous chef Right.
Right, yeah. I like that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just really, really tough, right? For Muy Minette as well. Didn't get to the item power spikes until it was the final fight of the game.
Yeah.
So then you could see the damage, but at that time it was like, bro, I have to deal with so many. My cycle of my ultimate is just the dragon or the lord. You choose one.
Yeah.
Which one do I burst down?
Yeah. I think Zeta, a lot of mistakes, to be honest, needs fixing, and I hope they do fix it quickly. Other than that, though, the item builds, not many things changing, but one thing for sure is that they're still sticking with the war axes, you know, the glowing wall.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, again, we talked about it. The context of the game is that you need that anti-heal quickly. Whether in a context where you have to build a dominance ice, it takes quite long, right? Well, for the mid laner, they can really farm quick. Get the glowing one going, get the anti-heal going, and you're good. You're set to go.
All right. We will run down the stats just a little bit more here, but I think it's pretty clear what Zone did right in this game and how they were able to do it, and of course, what Zeta needs to do to adjust. Let's look at the other side of the coin here for Zone, though. It's still not the end of the road for Zeta, and even for Zone. They still have to rack up some more wins if they do want to qualify for the main stage. But what do you think are the things that they need to work on and they need to refine? It cannot just be all about the good things here for Zone.
I think, again, stabilization, not going overconfident, going overboard. But I think we saw that being fixed in game number 2, which is quite good. And I think as well for Zexora, if he is to be put in kind of like a utility jungler, that's where he needs to go to the test. Because so far, he has been playing the assassins. What if he gets target banned? What if he gets to play, you know, the supportive junglers? Can he hold his ground? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, that's a good question, but I think I have a better one. I'm glad you brought this up, by the way, because Bankai, glaring weakness in the laning phase. I saw earlier as well, Junichi and Zeta, if they were more experienced, if they were a better team, they would know how to really punish that level 4 advantage in the XP lane into Turtle 1 guarantee. Bankai did not have level 4. He was level 3 and he was so completely, and he still walked up.
Yeah.
That was very easily a gank, could have been very easily a punish on Bankai. Even if it wasn't a kill, he would have had to leave, and it means Turtle 1 for free, and to a snowball with this composition of Zeta.
And in a game where you really need to get the early objectives, having an XP laner completely beaten down to a pulp on the early game, losing out on the levels as well.
Especially on
On a Yuzong too. Not having enough items, adequate items to go to the fight. I think that is where the loophole opens up for Team Zone, and they need to fix that quickly.
In laning phase, Shikai. In the team fighting, you do see why he is called Bankai. You get to see the value when it comes to the team fighting.
Bankai.
But do you think that's a little bit more on focus on the Bankai to improve on his EXP laning, or can the team, like let's say Kenny and Bright, can they do more to actually help out Bankai?
I think they did. I think Bright was already like aware of it, but the individual laning itself, like Bankai, right, letting the lane get slow, get frozen by Junichi, that happened. That should not have happened on Yuzong. You should just be able to keep it safe.
Yeah. All right. I just gotta do like a really quick thing.
You just
no, just you didn't get this?
Well, I thought you don't need a visa to get to Indonesia.
Oh no, this is a Visa credit card.
A different.
So let me just clock this in, and there we go. That is my next big purchase. Thank you so much to Visa, because you know in MLBB there's every big play they start the same way with the small moves that matter, the early rotation, the upgrade, all those things that you try to go for, but those little choices set everything in motion. Similar to me buying something here, I will not disclose what it is, but it costs a lot of money. And when those moments hit, you want nothing slowing you down. That's why your unlocks, upgrades, every step in between, stay fast and secure with Visa.
Renmar, yes, he was reaching out to you.
I was trying to steal it from you while you were talking, but you never let go of it. And hey, props to you. You're safe. You gotta keep your credit card safe, especially with Visa there, right there, man.
Safe.
This is all brought to you by the official payment partner of the M7 World Championship, Visa. Be the champion you wanna be. Access everything you need, both in game and beyond.
Man, when I discovered that M7 was gonna be sponsored by Visa, I had goosebumps because Visa is. It's a serious brand.
Yeah. Oh, I have a Visa card. I could bring it out as well, but they were telling me save it for later.
Yeah, but you know what? You've done multiple M series, so on me, get yourself something nice, realize.
Yeah.
Get yourself something nice, realize. All right, maybe you could get yourself some skins.
Yeah,
in game.
Get the skins.
Edith skin? What?
Yeah, but this is a free skin.
Oh,
so I can save up my Visa card.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Maybe you can finally get that pass. Finally get the figurine that you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, get yourself something nice.
But for a skin, I think I'm going to log in for 13 days between 9th of January and the 31st of January. That's my birthday, by the way.
Whoa.
Server time to unlock Edith's Verdant Night completely free. It's that easy. Don't miss out. Free skins. Hey, you've been talking about Moonton, give us freebies. Moonton, please give us free skins. There you go. Don't forget to log in, because don't complain if you did not log in, because You won't get it if you don't log in.
The SpongeBob skin is free as well, right? You just play the game.
No, it's not
gotta
free.
play the game.
You gotta work at Krusty Krab.
Yeah,
and then just
you know
getting
what? That's true.
mentally burned out on a guy wanting 3 pizzas and 2 burgers. It's crazy.
You go to Krusty Krab, expecting Krabby Patty while you order pizzas, man.
Yeah, exactly.
wrong
Ice
with you?
creams,
I mean,
Cokes.
actually, yeah. Why not?
Fried
the
chicken?
Yeah. That restaurant game, I have fun with it. I like it.
Yeah.
But it's really funny that for me to get the SpongeBob skin, I have to turn into a restaurant manager. I have to. Well, I mean, this is life, right? He is the fry cook of all time.
You guys have seen professional player hand cams, right?
Yeah.
There was this video. I
Spatula cam?
No, like basically it's a hand cam, but for the burger game.
Oh,
So it's like I think this guy is a top global burger game.
What? There's a leader.
Yeah.
For it?
He was-
right there. Yeah, you can see like the points.
Yeah, the ranking, and he was very quick with it.
Oh my god.
I believe he was using a Realme phone, that's why. But he was so quick with his fingers cooking 3 pizzas in under 4 seconds.
Does the AI in the Realme phone also tell him the most efficient path of running the restaurant?
I think so. That might be where Mr. Krabs got his business model.
Dude, if AI was present where Mr. Krabs had the Krusty Krab, bro, he would literally just be like, SpongeBob, you're fired. we got the robot working now.
Oh no. Well, we made SpongeBob impressions yesterday on rehearsals. Can you do a SpongeBob impression?
I cannot. That's all I can do, right? Well, how do you just go slow with Patrick, right?
I don't know, SpongeBob. Yeah, you just bring it down.
I think Renmar did a beautiful one yesterday.
SpongeBob?
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? We're going to work on our impressions behind the scenes. We still got more wild card coming your way. Renmar, Mirko, and Realize here. See you in a bit.
Just a bit, man.
Just a bit.
M7 official gaming phone.
Games. Spend, play, and win.
as you are. Gaming phone.
Games. Spend, play, and win.
embrace all that you are. M7 official gaming phone.
Games. Spend, play, and win.
year's M6 World Championship, there was a team from the MENA region called Twisted Minds that twisted our expectations and what we potentially thought could have happened because they almost looked like they could have made it to the knockouts, even though they just missed the mark. Maybe this time, a team from MENA called AXE, once formerly called Ultra Legends, maybe the one continuing that line of twisting our expectations. Renmar Mirko Rila is still here for the second match of the day for day one of Wild Cards. They're going to be going up against Guangzhou Gaming, who are coming from a region wherein we're getting close to that timeline of we should start really getting scared about them because they're going to start performing at the world stage, and we got to see a glimpse of that from DFYG in GOF.
Yeah, we've always just been hearing, like, okay, China's just going to get stronger and stronger. Give them a year. Give them 2 years then after that. And once we got to the third year, we're like, all right, maybe they're not going to be strong that fast.
Yeah.
Then they showed up at GOTF, and I was surprised. The fact that Guangzhou Gaming looked stronger in the first 2 games, because they started 2-0, by the way. Like, Danfeng Yaoguai were able to reverse sweep Guangzhou Gaming. It just shows me that Guangzhou Gaming might have a higher skill ceiling than Danfeng Yaoguai. It's just that they haven't really fully tapped into the potential.
Yeah, we've been talking about China being this emerging region. The alibis back then was they're playing with an old patch. They are not used to the global patch, but now it seems like they're exposed to a lot of experiences. And like you guys mentioned, GOTF was one of the turning points for them. Finally being able to make it up there and probably just contest for the world stage.
Yeah, the story of these two is the clash of runner-ups from their respective regions. We got to talk a little bit about Guangzhou Gaming. Team AXE, again, to remind you, were once former under the Ultra Legends banner. The team that came out of nowhere in the MPL MENA season at the first half of 2025 that took down Team Falcons. They were able to get a chance to defend their championship in the last MPL MENA, but then Team Falcons came back with a vengeance, bro.
Yeah, I remember I was casting that game with Chefin. It was quite late. I think it was 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning.
I told Chefin, it's going to be a quick 4-0 for Falcons. Man, Ultra Legends shut us down, and they were the ones, deserving of that MSC ticket. However, they did not really make it out that far, but they were still able to put up a fight against Team Liquid PH.
Dude, they were really good. They were surprisingly good for their first international to almost, well, I wouldn't say almost win, but to beat Team Liquid Philippines in a couple of those early fights, neutral objective fights. I was very impressed. I was really looking forward to what the team would build on next season. Yeah. But unfortunately, because they added in a new coach, they added in 2 new additions of like experienced players with Alpha and Speedy, it's almost like they had to take a step back before later on they'll take another step forward to improve.
Yeah, it's sort of like they've had to redefine what kind of team they want to be if they want to keep competing at this level. And it seems like when you look at Guangzhou Gaming also, there's a lot of similarities in terms of their stories. No one really expected them to reach the heights that they eventually reached. Guangzhou Gaming, of course, not a champion in their region just yet, but they put up a fight up against Danfeng Yaoguai in the grand finals of MLBB China Masters in the second half of the second split. I'm trying to recall the exact wording for it. Stage 2. There we go.
Stage 2.
And they were previously Radiant's Legends, so the more you think about it, there's so many similarities between these two in terms of trying to get past expectations, or more importantly, actually the lack thereof of any expectations towards them.
Yeah, I mean, now it'll be their international debut, obviously, in an official circuit. Hopefully, they will be able to perform as expected. I mean, they have Al, who I believe is one of the holders of a gold medal.
Yeah,
back at SEA Games, so that might add something to their arsenal. Obviously, you need that experience. You need the stage grace, and I think Al will be there to give it to them. But yeah, Guangzhou Gaming, hopefully they have a good debut here.
Yeah, they were almost able to beat Danfeng Yaoguai with the fighter gold meta. In the marksman gold meta here that we're seeing more of, I think Owl's going to pop off, dude. I think he is the best gold laner in the wildcard stage.
Yeah, we know what Owl has done in the past, of course, alluded by Realize. Looking at Guangzhou Gaming, Owl, though, might actually be one of the more low-key presences in the team, despite what we know what he can bring to the table. Because when you look at the Guangzhou Gaming squad, Canoneo, fellow Filipino, by the way, for OWL, has been a revelation for the team and the MLBB China scene as well. While their EXP laner Modi is someone who is widely regarded by the server as someone with a high potential ceiling. They're looking at Modi as a guy that could be the next big thing from China.
The next Sanford, you say, but I think there will not be a next Sanford. That guy is just on a different level. But yeah, I can kind of highlight May as well. This guy with his signature Minotaur. 100% win rate on the China qualifiers, and it got banned by the FYG in the final. So this bears the question: will AXE MENA give that respect, or will they test the waters? Right, that's the question.
Yeah. I think for AXE, of course, the more familiar names are Alpha and Speedy. So is it really up to the two side laners to set the tempo for the team, or do we really have, or should we look a little bit more towards Rice Crim, Quanok, and Throwboy?
I think for me, it has to be the trio mid here. The guys who are really the core of Ultra Legends that are now the core of AXE MENA. Alpha and Speedy should just be kind of like the additions, the bonuses that you get on the side. Yeah. Speedy's been struggling, like we've been saying, on the Fighter Gold meta as well, so this is going to be very, very interesting to see how that matchup actually gets shown later. Owl versus Speedy, two experienced. They've experienced representing their own nations, one winning a gold medal for SEA Games, the other, unfortunately, only managed to get a third place finish at IESF.
Yeah.
But still, on the marksman, I'd say Speedy. Speedy's a good player. He's a really, really good player on the marksman.
Yeah. Let's see if we're going to get a favorable matchup for him going up against Owl. So let's look at the keys to victory just a little bit closer, especially now for Guangzhou Gaming. You mentioned May earlier, Realize, and I was reminded earlier today that May is actually one of the first players from China that we got exposed to globally back in MPLI. Was that 23?
Oh my lord.
Way back, it was still X Nova. Not X Nova. Not X Nova's a player. Nova. Nova Esports.
Wow.
Shout out to X Nova from the Philippines. But yeah, Nova Esports, he was there. So there we go. They are the first Chinese MLBB team named after provincial capital, as RLG eventually found a partnership with the province of Guangzhou.
Let's play a quick game. Other MLBB teams with city names in them.
From
SRG.
other esports?
No, like
MLBB.
MLBB.
From MLBB. Okay, SRG. You said SRG.
SRG.
There's none in the Philippines.
I mean, we have Prestigia Esports in Indonesia.
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago. Right?
No, we still have. We still have that team.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there another MLBB team with us?
You have like a Manila Dragons type.
Manila Dragons.
I wish we did.
That would be really cool.
If I had money, I would personally fund Manila Dragons. So, I'm just learning now that there is a little combo that they look at. The Owl Cannon combo forms GZG's backbone. Oh, Canoneo. Oh, that's nice. Owl Cannon. That's cool. That's cool.
Wait,
Now with the cannon.
Owl Cannon. Owl Cannon. What does an Owl Cannon sound like? Ooh, ooh. Is that just like, is that how you shoot an Owl Cannon? Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know, man. Back and forward with innovative compositions, emphasizing timing and smart rotations. That's true, though. Guangzhou Gaming are very technical with it, right?
Yeah.
They're not really like heavily team fight based, and that's how Dianfeng and Aguay were actually able to beat them.
Yeah.
Purely team fights. They're like, you know what? Let's make it dirty.
Yeah, and when you look at a lot of teams from the China region, there is a lot of that stability, fundamentals. Look at the objectives. No one wants to be overly flashy because it is a team game. It's a 5v5. They strongly believe in the power of 5 will always be way better than one guy being overly flashy. And Guangzhou Gaming does personify that a lot.
Yeah. And speaking of fundamentals, if I'm not mistaken, Guangzhou Gaming also has an M Series winner on their staff. I think it's Bren, isn't it?
Ah, they do?
Yes,
sir.
Friend, yes.
He's back in Indo. El Kabur, a lawyer as well.
Yeah.
But that's a piece of content in the MLBB esports page, by the way.
Yeah, I saw
where he
that.
said, I won't be El Kabur. I will be El Comeback. Because I'll be coming back here to make it back to the main stage of the M Series.
I mean,
El comeback.
I'm gonna say something, but I'm scared.
Then don't say it.
I want to say it.
I don't know you well enough to advise.
You want to ask PR before you say it? There are a lot of things I want to say, but like, you know, I'm ready to
I'll just say it. So technically,
I'm scared. I'm scared.
So technically, does he have the last laugh? Because
because
that's
thinking.
yeah, Guangzhou is here, right? Even if it's wild card, but you know.
I genuinely believe Guangzhou Gaming will make it to the M7 main stage.
There you go.
And that will truly be the last lap. If it gets there.
So Coach Bren, yeah.
Because then you would have made it to M7, M Series so many times.
Yeah.
Spirit last year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Spirit. Won it with AP Brand back in F5. I want to see that. I want to see a big L comeback banner.
L comeback.
Can someone please make that and bring it to tennis indoor? Or not?
Maybe the kingdom can just bring a banner.
Yeah.
XRQ, by the way. That's our boy. That's our boy right there. You know.
So a sudden shift was like,
Yeah.
that's our boy.
That's our boy.
That's my goat.
It's like Arcadia. That's our boy.
That's our boy.
XRQ, by the way.
Just to remind them of where they came from. But yeah, that is Guangzhou Gaming, and I think they're one of the teams that I want more people to watch, to really experience and understand how they want to play. And actually, even what I feel like for a lot of Chinese players, that you could get a lot of their personality as well from how they play. Although there is one, I will have to revisit who that is. That someone did tell us, I think it was Michelle, wherein there's someone who's a little bit more low-key in person, but in-game is just an absolute beast. So let's look at May. Revisit the point that we mentioned earlier, and it is true. He is one of China's earliest MLBB pros and played with Nova Esports at MPLI 2023. He's guided multiple teams, finally here on the world stage for the M7 wildcard, and he just wants to prove that he belongs on the main stage.
So is he technically like the Shifu, you know? Like the teacher of the Chinese players? Because yeah, he's one of the breakout players.
He's one of the OGs.
He's one of the OGs, and hopefully he sets an example for the other players. But I think MPLI was 2 years ago, 2023, right? And we did not have an MPLI, I believe,
In the last 2 years, unfortunately. But that was the only offline MPLI. I got to actually beat them as well. Wait, hold on. Now prediction. Whoa.
Oh.
Hey, this is different. Last time I was the only guy going for like the top team.
we will be joining you because you were correct.
Okay.
In the previous.
Is that the case?
Might be.
I mistakenly remembered. I thought I said 2-0, but then turns out I did say 2-1.
You can adjust it now. You think it's 2-0?
I'll still stick with the 2-1.
Yeah.
2-1.
I'll stick with the 2-1. There is a reason why I wore red today, though.
Okay.
I thought you were just a fan of BTR, you know?
You wish. Oh no, there was a time where I messaged you saying, "Yo, I like how this team plays." But hey,
And
no,
they choked.
folks. Only you could say that. Folks, both of their logos are red, by the way. Let's just
Yeah.
get that out. Just
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
clear. No biases here. But yeah, I feel like a lot of what we saw from what Twisted Minds did in M6, there was a point a lot of us were believers, man. We're like,
Yeah.
they could finally make it to knockouts, a meta team in knockouts.
Yeah.
And then, of course, unfortunately, they just did not get there. They are not going to be the only meta team in M7, of course.
Falcons.
But I don't know, maybe Axe can bring back a little bit of that Ultra Legends magic that you know very well, because they are a team that literally came out of nowhere before Apple and Speedy came in.
Yeah.
They were a group of friends who got together who said, hey, let's try to qualify for MPL MENA. Cut to 2 months later, they're suddenly the champions beating Team Falcon.
Reminds me of a certain other region, you know? Bunch of friends
Getting together.
playing, and that team made the top 3. That was crazy. Impressive. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out something here. Redfire is laughing.
I don't know if we can mention them, actually. I don't even know anymore if we can mention them.
Mention.
It's part of history, right?
Yeah.
Part of MLBB
We're
history.
good. Let's just put up a crown on our heads, you know? Yeah, let's...
But to win here, you have to be bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like, let's go. Let's converge and win. I mean, the secret ingredient that Ultra Legends had back then was they were kind of like playing with the nothing to lose mindset. I think because the fact that they were completely, rookies, no-namers. They did have a few names inside of that team. Maybe Rice Cream was one of them. Quanok as well, right? But these were veterans to kind of set things straight for the rookies, for the no-namers. But back then, they still had that nothing to lose mindset. So I think back then it was because they had no organization to represent as well.
Yeah,
but no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But now you play for an organization that gives out your salary, gives you the benefits. Of course you want to win. I don't know if that's going to be pressure for them. It's a double-edged sword. Hopefully they will apply that mindset.
Damn.
The backs.
Lapu Yuzhong right away, and then Juice and Fan. Juice and Fan makes a lot of sense because those are two hot picks. Very widely contested in China. All XP bands, they want to stop Alpha from being able to play the game.
Alpha, brother, what did you do backstage, man? I met him. He looked chill. But this, I don't know, Guangzhou Gaming are... I don't know if they want to first pick XP now after banning all these, or if it's a setup for like a Yi Sun Shin, because technically with the Lapu Yuzong and the Uranus, usually those are picks you would see to zone the Yi Sun Shin away from number 1.
But then Axe can just surf to a garage. They still have options.
Oh my God! How did we forget?
He is new.
Okay, but Axe have given that away and they got blind Valentine. Okay, is it blind though? It's Sora. Is it good to take Sora's ult?
I feel like with how fast they picked it, they're thinking, okay, I think we're gonna use a Valentine as a counter for Sora. So this could be theory in practice right away.
It's like another Lucas.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is that what they thought? Is that the line of thinking right now for the Sora though? It's just think of it like a Lucas.
Maybe.
And then does that kind of I'm kind of far-fetching this, but does that open up a Valentine XP?
I mean,
I want to float that. Let's float that idea. Let's hold on to that. Fun fact about Cananeo, he was the best rookie of FPL Singapore Season 8. He played for Rift Esports.
There you go. So he's not really a rookie. I mean, he's a rookie there, but then he's had a lot of experience as well now playing for Guangzhou Gaming. It's a joy. I think it's picked up. This is already very different to what we saw earlier. I think we saw like safer draft, way more experimental. Axe leaving the Sora open, and Guangzhou Gaming building for what looks to be an XP Sora. I thought this could be a flex pick.
Yeah,
that we've been talking about on the back rooms.
Hey, what if that Joy still flex? I know their team's still holding on to the idea of the Joy maybe going XP, maybe even going gold.
Devil United, kid.
I mean, I'll also play the Joy Gold, so that is a possibility. It might be flex, but I don't really think that might be the case because they need range. I mean, sure, they do have that dive with the Joy. The Sora too can provide that, but we'll have to see. The Ruby ban, obviously, they don't want that CC to play against the Joy. You need freedom of movement, and that Ruby kind of stops the Joy in its tracks. The Lunox ban too with the Farsa. One last ban for Guangzhou. What will they close out?
Ooh, I mean, it makes sense already to ban out the Ruby, right? They've already picked up Yi Sun Shin, but I think right now it looks like Axe could still pick up a normal gold laner here. I think the Harith could still work against the Joy, so personally, if I was Guangzhou Gaming, I would ban out the Harith.
I don't want... I mean, even though I'd want to see more range for Axe, Ranger would have a terrible time here.
Yeah.
I think the Joy and the Source already there. Kalea would have routed out the draft offer Rome. Axe still has... if they want a solid front, honestly, High Loss is not a bad pick. It's pretty solid. That quick little stun will actually be able to do a lot against the Joy and Sora.
Yep, I like that. I mean... Yeah, I think the Hylos makes the most sense. You need a point-click stun against the Joy here. But if you want a safer choice, usually it's still the Gato-Kacha that's still upper grabs. And they will go Gato-Kacha, they'll flex. Also trying to hide the pick. I guess trying to get a winning matchup here. So Guangzhou Game may actually try to snatch away the Harith, but it's going to be quite bad. Axe have an Esmeralda already. It could be flexed into the gold lane, could be a winning matchup, and Axe can play from there.
Let's just see. Yeah, if they pick up that Harith, it's a very hard matchup against the Esmeralda down in the gold lane.
Is this a winning matchup though? The Esmeralda against Sora XP? How's that matchup? You know?
I haven't seen enough of it to actually form an idea. And I think it's all these flex options that's wrinkling my brain right now. Because even this Hilda, historically in China, it's played Rome. Because they put so much importance in being able to pressure the opposing jungle that it might just go there.
Lord,
it's a Sora jungle, gold lane, Joy.
Yeah, it has to be. But then, does it fare well up against the Esmeralda? If this Esmeralda is going to be flexed, I don't think it will be.
Should be Harith.
Yeah. They should just go Harith because it's up against a Joy. You're going to have a field day down bottom.
Yeah, it looks pretty good too for Axe because then they have a very very well-rounded composition.
Yeah, they need the dashes. Even though some really good fast basic attack would be good for them. Oh!
Wait, I thought about the Phoveus in my mind because, up against the Arlet, but...
Do they have enough burst?
Yeah, exactly. Only the Yi Sun Shin, though.
These are going to be some long, scrappy team fights. But in terms of the damage, yeah, Guangzhou Gaming, on paper, just has significantly more with the Sora. Actually, everyone on the lineup of Guangzhou Gaming can burst people down.
Dude, it's so funny because before this, before the draft, we were talking about how Owl speedy marksman heroes. You know, we want to see them on marksman, and they're like, yeah, nah, we're good with that.
I'll be playing off brawl.
We're gonna stick with the fighters. We will pack up a lot of damage. Interesting drafts, and I think this is what we were expecting a little bit more when it comes to the wild cards with the new patch set up. Unique picks, fighters for both, and I feel like this could be a very joyous occasion for all of us. But it is gonna request a lot of technical mastery between our players. It's series number 2, game number 1, Guangzhou Gaming versus AXE China versus MENA.
Hey, it's wild card for a reason. It's wild.
Sora Gold.
Sora Gold.
Huh? Owls on Sora.
Okay. Okay. This opens up a lot of things, right? Because yeah, obviously number 1, you don't really want to go up against the Esmeralda, or rather the heroes being thrown at that. But yeah, so far the Sora Gold. To be honest, I don't really see much of a sample size of this Sora in the gold lane, but they're gonna go and invade this orange buff.
They're doing it up so quickly. Quanok's able to pick it up now. Oh no, they're gonna be caught. Cannondale caught in the bad spot. Will be able to dash away. Throwaway walks up Speedy. Flickers in. Owl gets away. Quanok follows in. First blood over to AXE MENA.
That's bad. That's very bad. The Sora shut down early, and Quanok will be able to bear the fruits of his labor, stealing that orange buff. It's gonna add more clear for him, obviously, more damage too. I mean, you wanna go in for invade like this.
Uh-oh, maybe Khan actually has the push. Cannondale locking him again. Will be able to get 2. Dude, I know we were expecting brawls, but this is crazy.
This is the wild cards I was asking for.
Red Mar stands corrected. It's
Modi?
just crap.
Solo kill down below Modi.
Let's go and just fight after fight. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to the wild card. Don't be afraid to stretch the possibilities of the meta, despite how people might say it looks messy. Well, it looks fun to me, and I'm enjoying so far. But at some point, they will have to slow down. Once the objectives are up, especially now for Axe, they need to help Throwboy recover with the fact that he could not get his own orange buff.
Oh my god, what was that damage, dude? Just, he didn't even use the heaven's rod. That was just, oh my god.
Yeah, that was a Sora cosplay.
Is this the same Lucas Valentina situation again we got a few months ago? Nice spin with the taunt.
Yo, Modi's getting picked off here. Final slash land out 2. Revitalize coming down as well as Modi's able to go for the reset. She now return! And they turn it around. Modi jumps back in over Speedy. Flickers out to save this Cannondale. Modi gets the killing spree. It's a shutdown for Speedy as he runs back away. Cannondale, I don't think the rush. Yeah, I don't think they want to go for it.
We need to take a breather. Yeah. This is fast-paced, high tempo. Minute number 2. Ow. Solo kill.
Still going.
Under the turn. Hold on. Hey, limit testing.
Limit testing.
Yeah.
That is our keyword for this game number 1. But as we got to see, when it comes to the big team fights, Guangzhou's Gaming's damage is a problem for AXE MENA. Together as a team, when AXE MENA gets set up, not good for them.
Oh, now it's gonna, okay, Rice Cream just gets taken out there by Mei and X Ying.
Yeah, what we were talking about when it comes to teams from China and their slower, more methodical playstyle.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, I like how Guangzhou just completely changed the expectations of a Chinese team.
Tone it down and really stepping their foot on the gas. That's gonna be a War X pickup, I believe, for the Sora. For also still that handy item for most fighters now, as they try to converge to the mid lane. They want to fight and brawl this out again. Quanok is level 6, and that's going to be a genius one pickup for Cannondale, who is, by the way, 3-0. This Joy will sting.
So that could be the angle. That's why maybe the Joy gets picked up so early by Guangzhou Gaming. They feel like maybe with the Genius Wand change, it has made Joy so much stronger earlier in the game.
It seems like since they do have the umbrella and... Oh, wait.
Cannondale's on one off that now. AOG coming down as well as Modi's going to be locked down. Shoulder bash. Modi taken out by Quanok and Throwboy together. But Quanok has already used the ultimate. Oh my god, Owl! All into the back line. Won't be able to find it. That's all. Not the... Yeah, it looked flashy. It looked good.
Yeah, the Stormbind was perfect, but AXE MENA just had the counter locked in right away. So Guangzhou Gaming, what they have in damage, AXE MENA has in crowd control. There's just so much... actually, all members of AXE MENA have some very substantial crowd control that can mess up the team fight flow for Guangzhou Gaming.
Yeah. Well, Cannondale, 1v1 up against Speedy. I don't think he's going to go and commit to the kill, but up top, they are munching on that turret plate and the turret itself. Let's see if Axe wants to go in for more. So, this bears the question. Is Sora now the enabler for more Valentina picks? Because so far, this Valentina looks very strong with that ultimate.
It does. It's confirmed. Because even the Thunder Wrath of a Valentina Sora cosplay hurts like crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're just battling it out. I think for Guangzhou Gaming, this composition really... Oh, there we go. I'm just going to use it. It relies heavily on a combo. Like, that has to be comboed in together with a Joy walking up, with a final slash from Modi as he jumps all around with a vengeance. Then it will look good. If not, if it's only like 2 members like earlier, then you just see them use the combo and then get completely destroyed.
And gentlemen, there have been 15 kills in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Wow.
Radiant Armor rush here for Rice Grim. Good itemization.
Deleted.
Wow, that was a no easy kill there onto Throwboy.
Yeah.
The Genius Wand really helps it as well. Kanoneo will not stop anytime soon. 4 and a 0. So we'll see. Guangzhou Gaming, I think hard to really achieve their win cons in the team fights. We haven't really mentioned as well how, you know, the Phoveus gets a lot of reset as well.
Yeah.
Especially with the Arlet and Frey. But again, I think the Joy will be kind of like the building block, the foundation for Guangzhou Gaming if they want to go and win the fights. Because this Joy kind of has access to the backline without anything stopping it. Maybe just the Gatot Kacho, but it has to be a telegraph taunt that has to be timed. So, yeah, Guangzhou Gaming still have that win con in Kanoneo.
At this point now, though, I think Al needs to step up and being able to deal more damage. Because of the threat of the Joy, Axe was forced to build a lot of early Radiant armors. There is a Dreadnought armor, at least one, but now it's Owl's time to deal the burst.
Does he have enough? That's the question, though, especially against Speedy. Speedy already flickered out.
Yeah. Well, let's see. This hurdle might be a catalyst for more fights that might happen. Quanok has the stolen ultimate. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, the AOG coming down as well, but Owl giving it over to Heaven's Wrath. Quantum's up out of that spot. Will be taken down by a big bomb. XU in the midst of it all. Dark Wave landing on 2. Kanoneo looking to clean up now with the electrifying beats, but won't be able to find the right target. It's a 1-for-0 trade right now.
And I think they found the formula. If they can isolate Quanok in a situation, burst him down before he activates the ultimate, I think that's going to be the win con for Guangzhou Gaming. Final slash!
Yeah, not enough damage to get Speedy low at all. Like, this is going to be a problem for Guangzhou Gaming. No one can kill Speedy. He's unkillable. Throwboy walks up. Gotta be careful here.
Yeah, they don't have the right damage profile to deal with this Esmeralda. No Alpha. Wow.
Look at the Phoveus go.
Hey, man, he's looking off. Wait for out from May. Respected the Dark Wave. That's him out to try to the final slash on 3. But Kanoneo gets bursted down now. Again, Owl jumps into it all. Won't be able to get enough damage. Heaven's Wrath as well. Not enough. Quantum's still there. Alpha still wreaking havoc, and now they go in. Onto Owl. Under turret. Alpha is on a killing spree.
Wow, this Phoveus was quite a sleeping giant in the first few minutes, but come minute 8, this Phoveus is crazy. Again, resets for days for this Phoveus.
Yeah, Guangzhou Gaming, because of how AXE MENA drafted around the Phoveus and the Esmeralda, the damage that they deal in burst does not do well against 2 of the best heroes that handle long team fights, that can really stretch out the fight. And we see it sequence after sequence.
Final slash with a 3D mount. Shot Quantum with a jump, brings them all back. Kanoneo with a try beat, still doing a lot of damage over the Throwboy. We get her terrified in. It will be Throwboy getting out with a sliver of health as Western runs away. Owl still in the midst of it all. Getting helpless done. Speedy with the flicker in. What a long battle it is. And it is AXE MENA who comes out on top, not even losing Speedy.
What a fight! Beautiful showing from AXE MENA, layering the CC together and then going front to back, completely isolating each member of Guangzhou Gaming. They will take that mid-tier 2 turret, but so far it feels like Guangzhou does not have enough damage to take down AXE MENA. Modi might want to do something, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And this Kagura pickup, to be honest, it seems irrelevant now because they need some sort of big combo. I think it was about to be with Owl, but nothing has been crafted so far.
Yeah, the window that Guangzhou Gaming had in the early to mid just got completely shut by AXE MENA, again, because of all the card control they had. And Quanok's Terrify has been a sleeper hit for a lot of these team fights.
Yeah.
Add to that, all the crowd control that AXE MENA has outside of the Valentina. Every team fight for Guangzhou Gaming is so demanding. They have to use all of their ultimates, their entire kit just to make it work. While AXE MENA, again, because they can stretch it out, they can conserve some abilities here and there, save some dashes, save some crowd controls, which just works out very well for them in the end.
With a 7,000 gold lead, I don't know, man. Owl seems to have his right defensively to escape. That's not a good look. Mountain Shocker landing. Oh! Quanok's doing a combo to the back. Throwboy gets caught on their turret. Alpha takes the Infernal Pursuit on their turret. Gets caught by the Electrifying Beat. Quanok walks back out of an Owl. Is doing so much damage. Flickers out away from the Heaven's Wrath. And all of a sudden, the gold lead has dropped.
It is complete pandemonium in the Land of Dawn. They're fighting it, juking it out until the end of the earth. And it seems like Guangzhou Gaming, they see that win con, right? They see that if they can pull one combo, it feels like it could be where they turn things around.
Yeah. They really need to look at the Modi now to be the centerpiece of the comeback. That, again, is I don't think it's too demanding to ask, actually, for Modi to just land it on the final slash. The formation of AXE MENA, again, they're not playing around a lot of range. It's mainly the use of Jit, and he doesn't have the best range even. That there's a strong chance that Modi can just final slash AXE MENA yet again and then set up Guangzhou Gaming for big burst.
Let's see. I mean, so far, the question is, even if they land the combo, I mean, they were able to pull it out, but that was under a base turret, right?
Oh, that's true.
But this time around, if they are able to pull out a heavy CC combo, where does the burst come from? I mean, Kanoneo can run around, but, he can do so much, because you have Rice Cream, who's gonna be peeling for his teammate there, just catching the Joy off guard. They need that burst damage coming in from Owl, or maybe Kanoneo, if he gets the electrifying beats going.
Yeah.
If not, then it's just gonna be another CC, and then one, right?
I also want to see Mage try to go for Quanok a little bit more. Not like this, though.
Mountain Shocker AOG as well on him down. That's a good final slash in the back line. Throwing it away as Kanoneo walks in. Let's right there. Doing so much damage. Alpha still alive. Doing so much more as Owl has to flicker away. Speedy goes in for the chase on the flicker. That's going to be the deal from XG when he gets caught with Falling Star Moon. CC viewed away. Speedy's too darn tanky. 1 for 1.
Well, there you go. I mean, Guangzhou Gaming is still able to hold themselves together. But man, AXE MENA, it seems like, windows are opening, loopholes are opening for them for a possibility where Guangzhou Gaming might turn things around. Genius One purchase for both players now, Kanoneo and also the Valentina. So more damage, obviously, but it seems like Guangzhou Gaming, they're waiting for a big moment to happen.
That might be the item that actually turns the tide in favor for Guangzhou Gaming if they get the setup yet again. Now AXE MENA. Speedy and Alpha should go down a little bit faster now.
They're going to go for a blitz. On the Lord, Speedy's walking up. Kanoneo is looking for one member. It's a throw boy. Oh man, he goes in for the trace and then he gets killed instantly by Kanoneo. That's XG in the back, able to find a kill over to Quanok. May still escaping. Falling Summer is allowed. Owl is going through. Rice Grim. Only the fighters left. Well, technically a tank on the Esmeralda.
No way, AXE MENA. They threw off a big lead, and now it's going to be Guangzhou Gaming playing the game finally. After 13 minutes, they're going to get the Lord Speedy.
Uh-oh, Falling Star Moon lands on Speedy. But even at this point, Guangzhou Gaming know they cannot burst Speedy.
Yeah.
All they need to do is ignore the dancing lady. Go for the backline.
Yeah, look for everyone else and you'll be fine. And just as expected, the Genius One pickups just in time was the difference maker this time around. But I like that extra bit of change where it was, instead of going for the focus at Esmeralda, just look for Throw Boy right away. No wonder Kananeo's been widely regarded in China as a player to look out for.
And this is... go on, Mirko.
Can I just say, this reminds me of not an AP brand, not a Team Spirit brand. This reminds me of a TNT brand.
Right. The more unique ideas.
Complete chaos as well.
Yeah, chaos, the unique takes on the game. Guangzhou Gaming now putting the pressure onto AXE. The pressure's not for kills, it's to just slowly push AXE back. They're not going to be able to take the turret though.
Yeah. They go for the purple buff, they'll be able to take it. I think right now, the Alpha just needs to peel for Throwboy. They just need to fully peel. Let Speedy do his thing. The rest of the team needs to just play for Throwboy.
Yeah.
And prior to this period, nobody really played in the side lanes so far, right? They've been ganging up together, looking for fights, and the turrets both up top and down bottom taken down by AXE MENA is also due to the fact that they were able to activate the Lord, plus looking for fights in the orange jungle side of Guangzhou Gaming. And now is the timer. If they want to activate the side lanes, this is the perfect time, because now Guangzhou Gaming, they have a bigger breathing space. They're now able to step foot on enemy territory as well, pushing out the side lanes now. And I think Sora will do quite a good job as well at that. They're not going to be ganging up together as much, looking for crazy fights. This is where they can activate the macro game, because we haven't seen much of that in the past 14 minutes.
Yeah. Add to them being able to do a little bit more for the macro. In terms of the team fighting, I like the Guangzhou approach of actually splitting it up. If it's not Modi splitting up the formation with the final slash, it's Kanoneo forcing Ice away. Winter Crown picked up by the Joy now means he can do that more. Do even more aggressive plays, looking straight at Throwboy or Quanok, trying to take them down, which forces Alpha, Rice Cream, and Speedy to get close, which then sets up for Modi with the final slash.
Yeah. Safety is #1 priority, obviously. Joy or Kanoneo is kind of the backbone now for Guangzhou Gaming in terms of damage, and he needs that safety. He needs to be able to output the damage in a safe way as well. That Winter Crown will come in handy if needs be to be pressed. Immortality though for Speedy. Speedy so far has been deathless, 11 assists as well. The Esmeralda, super hard to kill.
Holy crystal.
Guangzhou Gaming has proven that you don't really need to kill the Esmeralda.
Yes.
You can look for other members, like how they were able to gang up on Throwboy, isolate him, cut him off. Quanok as well. The same thing happened to him. So if they're able to take down core members, you can completely just deny Speedy, because Speedy has been the one just carrying AXE MENA in the long drawn-out team fights.
Yeah, I think you said the key word there where, yeah, we're seeing a lot of 5v5s, but you see the little moments of isolation that Guangzhou gets to find.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's a big falling star mood. Over on Xing and Modi. Trying to go for the kite now. All jump into the back line. Won't be able to find any damage. And Speedy goes way too far. Speedy forcing out the flicker. Now the AOG to come off. Uh-oh. All from the bad spot. They can be all hitting on him. Quanok jumps in as well. Taking very long time. Beast! Kanoneo! With 2 in the back. But Owl will fall as well. That's a 2-for-1 now. Speedy goes in again and again. Never really stopping.
Wow, there's a reason why Vren says in his statement that Kanoneo is the backbone of his team. Look at him doing things like this.
Fully stacked up now. Let's try beats as well. Winter Crown already used up by Alpha as the top doesn't land. Alpha's getting traded down. The Dark Wave already. Kanoneo still going through and even through the Esmeralda shield. They won't be able to get him out. So pushing him out top lane. That's Alpha jumping in. Final slash brings them back. Alpha down. Speedy will finally lose his life.
Wow. What a fight, Renmar.
Hey, how it works? Count on Coach Ren to make a superstar out of a Filipino Kanoneo this time around.
Wow.
9-2-7, and he's locked in every time on the Throwboy and Quanok.
Throwboy cannot walk up, dude. There's no way. This has to be free unless Rice Cream pulls a mirror. Oh, cancel the AOG. Another one. No. 2 cancels, and that's all they get. Kanoneo! The Wishing Lantern almost took him down. Modi. You gotta play it safe, boys. You gotta lord in the mid lane.
Yeah, a few changes to the Wishing Lantern as well. You know, 1,000 damage now to pop the butterflies, but still, it stings. And for the first time, we hear cheers coming in from the crowd.
They're enjoying it.
Yeah, they're enjoying it. We're enjoying it as well. 19 kills and 17 kills as well. 18 minutes. This is the longest game so far we've seen in the wild cards. The Lord marches in the mid lane.
Both surprised and not surprised. Ultimately, incredibly satisfied with what I've seen so far in this game #1. Almost 20 minutes of fighting.
Don't be so long. That's Jing. Oh,
bang!
Kanoneo! Again, now pops into Winter Crown. Quanok gonna be taken out by May. And Kanoneo still alive. He has immortality now. He doesn't care. Alpha goes with the crowd. They're gonna all in onto him. Now, the immortality down. Wave in the bottom lane, pushing in as Kanoneo finally falls. Owl trying to deal out a little bit more damage as May again clears out the waves. And Owl, Ying, and Modi have finally dealt with Alpha. It's just Speedy left. It's a long, drawn but in the end it is Guangzhou Gaming who stand victorious only with Rice Scrim left. Welcome to the wildcards! Welcome once again to M7! Guangzhou Gaming and AXE put on a show for everyone, and GZG takes game number 1.
Classic M Series Mobile Legends. Classic Mobile Legends we see occurring in the wildcards.
It brought M1 back.
Yeah. The vibes are insane. Everyone is cheering for the teams right here, but Guangzhou Gaming, what a comeback. They were completely down under in the first 14 minutes. Complete fighting left and right.
There are Indonesians in the crowd cheering for Canoneo. Real recognize real. And I like what you said there, vibes. This game was just vibes all around.
You know that song that you just don't understand the lyrics to, but you're like, yeah, this is a